Welcome to Armand Academy. Like and subscribe for more content and drop your doubts in the comments. Share with your friends and classmates. For private tuition in these subjects across all boards and universities, contact me here or the link in the description. Let's get started. In an economy, investment is increased by 600 crores if the marginal propensity to consume MPC is 0.6. Calculate the total increase in income and consumption expenditure. All right. Now, a couple of things. We have the multiplier as equal to 1 upon 1 minus MPC. If I have that, I'm in a position to calculate the total increase in income. And as far as expenditure is concerned, okay, if I have MPC, okay, as a formula, MPC is change in consumption upon change in income. All right, so I can now easily solve K based on this formula. K is equal to 1 upon 1 minus 0.6, which is equal to 1 upon 0.4, okay, which is equal to, right, which is equal to, and using the calculator, 1 upon 0.4 gives us 2.5. Okay, 1 upon 0.4 should give us 2.5. All right, so I'm going to write 2.5. And now if I want to know the total increase in income, okay, the change in income is going to be, okay, the change in income is going to be based on the formula, okay, and we need one more formula for multiplier, which is change in income upon change in investment. Okay, so I know that K is 2.5. I do not know what the change in income is, but I know the change in investment is 600, which is over here division goes outside, it becomes multiplication. So I can say that 2.5 into 600 is equal to delta Y, and therefore delta Y is equal to 2.5 into 600, 2.5 into 600, which is 1500 crores. Okay, the change in income is 1500. Now, all right, so I have this answer, which is what is asked here. Okay, the total increase in income, 1500 crores. I have the, okay, I have calculated the multiplier with which I can now calculate the change, okay, the increase in consumption expenditure. Because I have MPC as 0.6 is equal to change in consumption, which I don't know, upon change in income, which I just calculated over here. Okay, so 1500, which over here's division goes that side, it becomes multiplication. So I can say that 0.6 into 1500 is equal to change in consumption. Therefore, change in consumption is equal to 1500 into 0.6, which gives me 900 crores, which gives me 900 crores. And with that, I have the final answer. Any doubts? Feel free to ask. Okay, and looking at the study material, at least this edition, they've forgotten to put the decimal point. They've written it as 25. Okay, but if you go with 2.5 and do the rest of the calculations, you'll get the remaining answers correct. Okay, so it's a typing mistake on their end. Anyway, anything you want to ask, feel free to message in the comments. Take care.